sophisticated new campaign out of Russia unleashing phishing attacks. And Danny Palmer here is leading that to tell us a little bit more about this. And Danny, I understand this has been going on for over a year now.
Yes, researchers at cybersecurity company Agari uncovered this campaign, which has been going after targets across the globe. It's a very widespread affair. It's a business email compromise campaign, which basically it's a variant of phishing, where the attackers will pretend to be someone of high importance, saying, transfer this money, which is usually a large amount of money, hundreds of thousands of pounds, sometimes millions. But the interesting thing here is, that this type of campaign is usually associated with often working out of West Africa. But this is the first major campaign of its kind, which the researchers have named Cosmic Lynx. It's the first of its kind to be working out of Russia, which is quite significant because it shows that this style of cybercrime is making money, because traditionally Russian cybercriminal groups have made money in ways which are different to this.
And so what does it actually look like? What is the campaign? What are people seeing when they first start getting those emails?
Well, this one's very clever because there's 2 or 3 different parts to it. The campaign has been targeting people usually with management roles at sort of large companies around the world. And the email claims to come from the CEO of the company, their boss. The email has been designed in such a way where it looks like it comes from their boss, if they know the right email address. It's designed to sound like what their boss would sound like, and it also included things like various types of management speak, like synergy and things like that. That your standard sort of business email compromise attackers might not use. They also use references to current events. There's lots of these messages include comments about living in the strange world that we're living in due to the coronavirus pandemic. But ultimately, the request is asking for the person being targeted to transfer money. The emails from the CEO claims that there's a acquisition going to go forward, and they need to transfer a certain amount of money, a few $100,000. There's claims that because of the nature of this, please keep this quiet, please do it quickly. And I guess people will be thinking, oh my God, it's my the big boss asking me to do this, so I must reply and say, okay, I'll do it. At that point, the fake CEO, the attacker, will CC in lawyers to help facilitate the transaction. These lawyers are also run by the cyber criminals, and they're also based off real legal institutions. A lot of them seem to be based off of law firms where I am here in London. I'm not sure if that's because it adds some more authenticity or gravitas or realism to the campaign, but the lawyer gets involved and talks about trying to transfer the money, which when it is, if the person does transfer this money, is done to an accounts apparently based out of Hong Kong, which is again quite unusual for this type of campaign to sort of go to do that. At that point, the attackers have got their money. The person who sent the money might not even necessarily know that they've fallen victim to something, and it's lucrative for them. It's why they've got into this campaign. If they're making hundreds of thousands from several attacks a week, and the campaign's been going on for a year or more, it's obviously going to have made them quite a lot of money, more money than they could perhaps made by selling credentials or stealing credit card data using banking Trojans. And ultimately, it's not a lot of work for them. Once you've got past the planning stage, it's a couple of emails and then you're done. So it's very, very lucrative for them, and unfortunately easy, it seems.
Yeah, easy and lucrative. That's what makes it really scary, Danny. And all too often, as we know, once it's happened and someone's clicked on that email, the damage is done.
Yeah. that's part of the reason here they've added this, the keep this quiet element, because if you get in contact with your CEO to sort of say confirm on the phone, or like, hey, do you want me to put this transfer through? They're going to find that this was some sort of attack. It didn't come from the real person. And yeah, I guess ultimately, yeah, once the money is transferred, it's gone. I mean, it goes to these accounts in Hong Kong. You can imagine, the way cyber criminals work. That will be laundered, a bunch of times. Maybe it'll be turned into cryptocurrency. It'll be untraceable almost, and it's not often you see these campaigns tracked down. It's not unheard of, but and there was a case in the news fairly recently about someone who got tracked down because basically they posted about all of the money they were making, everything they were buying on Instagram. But apart from that sort of one recent case that springs to mind, these attacks are successful because it's hard to track people down.
Yeah, just another reminder to companies, to employees, to be aware of these type of attacks, and we talk about them so often, Danny. Much more on this particular attack and phishing in general, of course, can be found on ZDNet. We hope all of you will check it out. Thanks for watching.